core, engage through our inner thighs, our glutes. We're gonna hold on to both fabric as we start. So we're gonna slowly start to rotate into one of our front splits, doesn't matter which, and then make sure that you are engaged and sitting upright in this as much as possible. Tendency is to kind of lean forward and droop forward or backwards, but we wanna stay engaged. You might not wanna go down to your deepest split right away and kind of hold that engagement by locking up your inner thighs and your glutes here. When you're comfortable, you can let go with that backhand and you can hold on to one pole, and that'll cause you to use those stabilizing muscles a little bit more, so really stay engaged. And then you can hold on to that front pole as well for this split pose. And then to come back out, you're just going to reach back and then engage and slowly start to pull back up. Again, maintaining a hollow body position is going to be really important in this pose for you. So a little thing to kind of help you understand this engagement, if you have a block at home or a ball, you can stick it in between those thighs and squeeze. And then when you go into your front split, really try to keep that engagement and squeeze those inner thighs. And that's the right engagement that you should have the entire time as you start to lower into your split. So that'll kind of help you feel the right muscles that should be engaged as you go down into that split. So we're going to work on our split roll up. So we're going to go back to that split position. And from here, we're going to move both hands to the front split. So with this one, we want to keep our hands eye level. And we're going to roll into our fabric. So that fabric should be on the inside of your thighs, on where your big toe is. And that's the way you want to think about rolling. So you're going to roll your shoulder towards the ground, so torso towards the ground. You're going to bring this foot as close to your hand as possible, and then as you pull back up, you're going to put pressure into that foot so that way you don't lose your foot block. Think about taking your widest extension possible in this as you pull forward. So we're going to roll again. As we roll, we're going to extend those arms, and then you're going to be driving and putting pressure into that foot as you press forward into this split roll. You can go 2, 3, 4 times depending on your flexibility. And then to come back out, you're going to bring those hands eye level. We're going to roll back, still bringing that foot towards your face. Again, putting pressure into that front foot lock as it comes back into that split. We're going to take our easy seat. We're going to face one pole, and then we're going to make sure that the fabric of that back pole is right up in the booty. So this is your seat. So you want to make sure that is right up in the booty crack. You're going to bring that back leg, and you're going to bring it forward in front of that pole, and then you're going to sit back into this seat. Here is your easy seat. It's a nice little pose, but there are transitions as you progress into level 1. And then to come out, we're just going to take that top foot off and extend it back out. So for our basic X entry into cross back, you're gonna bring your arm out. Easiest way to think about it is touching your side and then reaching back up for your thumbs grip down. So you're gonna do this on both fabric, and then you're gonna reach one hand all the way back behind and grab the opposite pole. The other hand is gonna swoop behind your head, so that way you're creating that X. You're gonna wanna take an arch forward in this one as you pull your fabric apart, and then you're gonna engage your core and pop your shoulders back into this. From here, you can see that we've created that X. Now to get it up, so this is just your cross back, we're going to create that cross back straddle. So we're going to take our legs wide, and then popping that fabric up over our booty, and this is our cross back straddle in this position. So first, to come out of this, we're going to reach behind, and we're going to want to see which one is touching our back. So we've created that X. One is going to be on your back and one is going to be your outside. The one that's touching your back on the top, you're going to reach up and hold that one. And then you're going to bring your other arm through the center of the fabric, and then you're going to face that arm into a front split. You're going to slide down your fabric. It is going to put your hand into that flamenco grip, but once you're underneath your fabric, you can readjust and come to a normal split position. From this position, we are going to take our cross back straddle inversion. So we're going to think about pushing that fabric away from our face. So hands are going to want to go about eye level. If you have them up too far up the fabric, it's not going to get as much of a push for you. You're going to want to think about going ahead and engaging that core so it brings your legs up. And then you're going to push that fabric away from you, engaging your core and bringing those feet up towards your face. From here, the X should sit on the top of those hip bones and then rest here. So you can actually let go. In this position, you're going to want to think about extending your legs, keeping your legs straight, not bending them. And then you can actually let go and relax in this position. To come back up, you'll just grab the inside poles. Keep those legs straight as you pull yourself up and back into a stand. So notice her engagement. As she engages her core, it's going to bring her legs up, and then she can push that fabric and push herself upside down